So that didn't work. Let's try again.
You are now entering the stay zone.
같은 공간 속에서 같은 시간 속에서 모든 네가 내 속에서 I found you, I found me and you 그 안에서 나의 모습이 보여 같은 공간 속에서 같은 시간 속에서 Let me run, let me run, let me run alone with you Yeah, yeah 내 곁에 있어줘 Yeah, yeah Right by my side now 내 편이 돼줄래 발 맞추면서 달리자고 We going side by side 난 너랑 같이 가고 싶어 약속해줘 I see myself in you Stay together you and I, you and I, you and I 난 너의 곁에 You ready? Let's go!
You know, whenever you guys are having a hard time, feel depressed, or, you know, you've got a lot on your mind, just want to say that, you know, it's always okay to come to us, or to me, come to Stray Kids, you know, and tell us how you feel, tell us what you're feeling, because, you know, we have ears to listen to. We will listen to you guys, and no matter what, we will try to, you know, help out with what you're going through. Because I think that's one thing that Stray Kids, everyone can agree on. We will always try to fix you guys. So if you guys have anything, you know, just come find us. We'll help you out. Or we'll at least try to help you out.
So come here. Star Michelin 네의 정점을 찍고 눈에 보여 illusion 처음 느꼈지 이런 감정 놀랄 거야 gonna shock 바로 감정 퇴퇴퇴 소리꿈 소리꿈 퇴퇴퇴 소리꿈 Man I'm not sorry I'm dirty 쾅쾅쾅쾅 바람과 함께 등장한 Man, I'm not sorry, I'm dirty. Keep on talking, we don't play by the rules. Swerving, I'm speeding, I'm super Cause everyone keeps turning me down. Countless new surroundings, cold eyes keep looking me down. I'm still in the crowd, alien of the town. Yeah, they want me to give up right now. And making me laugh is so loud, waking the demon that's hiding inside. You only get to live one life, I know. I'm ready to take that chance, no matter what they tell me. I cannot explain this feeling. Yeah, this path was meant to be my dream.
Let's fight the ashes, breathe my passion. Now it burns eternally. No regrets, I love this feeling. Down with this one, don't let the soul shoot by.
Just feel the rhythm of the world, cause we will make it right. 부림치며 보는 밤, 더 버려만 따뜻한 세상에서. La 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 la. Just feel the rock, feel the rock. Just feel the rock, feel the rock. 머리카락 la la la, 미치도록 la 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 la. I lose my breath when you're walking in. Cause when our eyes lock, it's like my heart stops. I lose my breath when you're walking in. You make my knees drop, it's like a mission. Now all I think about is how my world turned upside down. I lose my breath when you're walking in. Cause when our eyes lock, it's like my heart stops. I go drop my bullet. Goes tang tang tang. 이건 la vida loca. Boom boom, chick chick boom. We're gonna go away to places still unknown. We're gonna show the way. We made it on our own. We do what we wanna do. The message through our music, it ain't even done. It's true. Yeah, rhythm never stops. 어린 나에 보내고 외쳐져 나왔던 갈등. 눈이 감길 때쯤 무너져 내렸던 노력들. Every part of me 내야만 했던 날들의 힘듦 속에서 벗어나 이젠 자랑스러운 그 이름. Cause stray kids still gonna rock on the elevator. Yeah, we head to the top. Stray kids, we're doing that, do whatever we want. Yeah, we don't give a what. Know that this is who we are. There ain't no last step up, oh, we'll never stop. Stray kids still gonna rock on the elevator. Yeah, we head to the top, go on and on. 명예 중물도 원해. 솔직히 더 많은 걸 바라고 달랐지 욕심 끝에 남은 건 my team. 그 무엇과도 바꿀 수 없는 가치 another me. 어두운 터널을 걸으며 그랬지 우리의 청사진. 청춘을 팔았다 생각하며 살 수 없는 꿈을 산 거지. We still straight, we always stay on the lonely street. 걸어온 이 길을 we don't leave. 영혼은 없대도 I believe the time is spent with we. Remember forever ever. Oh, I won't let me fall down. So proud of myself, never doubt who we are. 언제까지나 믿어 널. Stray kids still gonna rock on the elevator. Yeah, we head to the top. Stray kids, right till we're done. Do whatever we want. Yeah, we don't give a what. Know that this is who we are. There ain't no last step up, oh, we'll never stop. Stray kids still gonna rock on the elevator. Yeah, we head to the top, go on and on. 지그여가 I cannot explain this reaction 이급보 I'm gonna let you know that I'm just gonna go and hold you so never letting go I'm gonna let you know and I'm just gonna go Yeah 난 너에게로 지금 출발합니다 바로 let go Never letting go oh I cannot explain this emotion 1, 2, 3 I love you
Oh, everybody. Apparently, yeah, my earbuds run my laptop. I did not know that. Tonight you have me, T1. We have Miss Stray Cloud, and then we have Miss Leono, who is sitting in the Seattle airport somewhere. Oh, there she is. So,
I'm back.
yeah, still sitting there. We have,
Yeah, I got a few more hours yet.
yeah. I figured out why I wasn't seeing all the comments because it was just pushing the top comments and not the all comments. So I was so lost. Oh, well. So Miss Leah went to the Seattle concert and had a blast and a sunburn and got lots and lots of goodies. And we have several people in the chat. If you want to introduce yourselves, you can. If you have questions, we sometimes can answer those.
There are
Did y'all
cats
see the
outside my house, right? Station and coop. I know it.
cops?
No, cats.
Oh, thought you said cops. I was like, why are they going
No,
to
like
stage a
there's
coup?
like a group of them that stand in front of my house, and they're planning things.
I have cats, not because I ever wanted them, but because one of my cats that showed up and claimed us, even though he doesn't like us, keeps bringing cats home. Like I opened my garage door the other night and I reached in and I grabbed something and I shut the door and I stood there and I was like, wait, something's not right. So I opened the door again and there's this black cat sitting on one of the boxes, just sitting there. I'm like, well, welcome.
Hello, Peyton.
Welcome to the Cats Inn Hotel, evidently.
Hmm.
Hi, Peyton. Where are you from? We got one in here that's going to the LA
Wow.
concert. Yep. I don't think none of us are doing
LA or
California.
Chicago.
Yeah, we're not doing the California, the Atlanta, or the Florida. I think we're doing all the rest of them around America.
Oh, are
aren't
you
we?
still going to the Chicago one?
Yes.
Oh,
I paid a lot
so-
of money for that damn ticket.
I know. That's why I was surprised you're still going to that one. That you were going to that one.
I had already booked my flight.
So I can't see the YouTube chat, so if anybody has any questions about the concert, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll read them out if they have anything. Because the next up is Arlington and me and Miss
I am not
Stray
ready.
Cloud.
I'm not ready. Just
Stray
seeing that,
Cloud,
it's making my stomach hurt. It's making my stomach hurt.
you're getting
I'm not ready.
anxiety.
Yeah.
Do that thing that I posted in the group where it shows you how to get rid of your anxiety. It's like you cover your left eye or some shit like that. Anyway, and then Miss Kim, who we don't see very often because she works crappy hours and she's been sick this weekend. She's still sick. Are going to Arlington. And then
Oh, from
me-
Spain. Hello, Joanna.
Wow, from Spain. Cool. Welcome. Me and Leona are going to New York day 2. And then me and Leah and Claudia are all going to DC, and then I'm going to Chicago. So
Hopefully
be a
next
busy
year
month.
we can go to a concert.
yeah,
Seoul.
next year we're looking at South Korea and Japan for a couple of performances. So, but they don't announce them like they announce them like, and then you've got to be there in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's hard. It's hard to plan. They always have a fan meet around Valentine's Day in Seoul. If you look back at all the years,
Oh, that's so
like right
cool.
around Valentine's Day. I
They
don't know if
always
they do anything.
have they always have a comeback either in June or July.
It's usually June. because it's usually right around the time my family
Yeah,
reunion
but it
was
just
that
so
I don't go
happens
to
that
anymore.
last year when I went to Korea, they just so happened to have it in July. So
Well, I think, but last year was that the one that they didn't like it, so they were like redoing things, and so it postponed it some. Was
was
that
that last year?
what they did for 8? I remember it was for one of the albums that they didn't feel like it was good enough, and so they had to like postpone it for
I thought
a
that
couple
was
of weeks.
Rockstar.
That could have been Rockstar. I don't know. They put out too much stuff all the time. It's hard to keep up with.
Yeah, that's true. But
That is Amethyst in the background. You will hear her often. Sometimes you'll even see her. She's going to DC with us.
yeah, I know. BT Dubs, I'm so upset because the headbands look so cute. Mi vida, yeah, hold on. Hold on.
As I was saying, she was talking about headbands.
Oh, so you know the cute headbands that I got us? Let me tell
Mhm.
you. So the Sungmin ones had sold, like, I don't know if they sold out or they just stopped making them or anything like that because they were no longer on the list when I bought them. And I was just like, oh crap. But I found them on Etsy and I was like, oh, that's cute. They're both the same thing. So let me just grab them from there instead, right? And so because they're interchangeable heads. And so I
Mhm.
was like, okay, that's cool. Let me just grab them from there. So I grabbed the rest of them from there. So I got like um Felix is on the Etsy one, Hyunjin's on the Etsy, Sungmin's on the Etsy, and Changmin on the Etsy's, right? And the other ones I got off of TikTok, the TikTok shop. And I'm just like, "Ah, can't wait for them to come in. This is so cute. Let me tell you, they don't interchange with each other. They have like different
Really?
bottoms. Yeah, they have like different bottoms, so they don't click into place. And I'm just like, so mad. So I was like,
Um,
I could just pull it off and just sew it back on there with the different ones and everything
yeah.
like that. But that would
Glue,
mean work. I have
Are they the same size
glue,
head
duct
though?
tape.
So are
there.
you gonna have
The
like
other one's a little bit
one real
bigger.
tiny Chan head and one huge?
Let me show you. No, like no, I thought they would be cute. It's like a little tinier, not that much tinier than the other one, but one has a bow and one doesn't. And I thought it'd be cute, you know, like how one of them has a with bows and the other one without bows, you know.
Yeah,
Okay, so
but we're not using two of the same ones on them anyway. We're like using different ones. So
yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. Look, watch. Okay. Okay, so look, here's one of them. This one's Leah's. Okay.
with Channy and Leebit,
Yeah, see, these ones are the same
those are
because
so cute.
for that. Okay, so one of the reasons why I also because I had made a mistake because I didn't fully understand it. I thought they were giving two headbands with the heads, you know? So like see here's the ones with the bows. Ain't they cute?
They are
Back
cute.
up. Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at little Jin Red.
I
Right?
know the
I
little
thought they're cute.
bows.
And look, they're not that big of a difference or anything like that. Like you see?
No, you
Ain't
can't
they
tell.
cute?
No. Yeah,
See, it
they're
would be cute if you
adorable.
could exchange them. Mi vida.
Double stick tape works really well too. Just saying.
No, so like if you can see this bottom right here, you see that?
Uh-huh.
It looks like you can pull the bottom off and just resew it on there with
Yeah.
the other one. The other one might be a little bit of an issue though, because look at that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's okay. I'll figure it out.
we are good riggers. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, that's it. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
What those? Which one's mine?
Yours is Jenny's and Hans.
Which one do
How
they
old
look?
is
Oh,
Amethyst?
She's 7.
Stray
Okay.
Clouds background. Yeah, she always has some kind of
And it's just
Oh yeah. Here, look.
sexiness going on because her man shows us
See?
his sexy side all the time.
I know, like that's on him. Hey, look. Yeah. What
Yep.
that? Bam. Yeah.
That
Oh, what
yeah,
about
that
this
one's
one?
pretty much right in your face.
Yeah.
What you doing, Haven?
Oh,
That's
look, I tried
funny.
to put that one on too. Face off.
Courtesy of Leah.
Mi vida, déjalo, go over there.
So what's these stuff have
So what
those?
I want to know,
I
Channy
think
said that
those are-
Hyunjin's going to get naked next, right? Is that what he said
Well,
during the
Why
concert?
did they
Yeah.
put those on?
You know it's never going to happen. The only time we glimpse
Well,
Hyunjin's anything is when the wind blows. So
or when he's doing the photo shoot, because they tend to undress him a lot in photo shoots.
yeah.
Or the super cropped top for so good.
I mean, truthfully, you know every one of those kids have abs. Even Sunmin, who does not lift
Right.
weights. Because they run all the time. They've got to have that kind of stamina to go 3 hours like they do. And they went from what, 9 hours the night before for rehearsal?
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
In fact,
I'd have been
people
laying
are
down
as
on
we
the
that too.
I'd have been laying down
As
on the
soon as we
stage like
checked
Han
in-
going, Ugh.
As soon as we checked in the room, we could see there was something going on. And it was like, are they next door practicing? So we go up to the roof and we're able to hear what's going on over there. And at first it sounded like it was just like the backtrack where like they play the live track
Yeah.
Mhm.
and like they were just trying to map out the flooring. But then you definitely heard their live voices later on. And it's like we left for a while, went and got something to eat, and we go back to the room and we hear we hear the bass again, and it's like, oh my god, it's still going. So we go back upstairs. By this time, there's probably 40 of us standing on the roof.
A whole
Trying
straw
to-
party.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like a whole
trying
mini
to catch
concert
a
right there.
glimpse. A lot of people were handing out freebies while we were standing up there. Which was nice because for the most part, then you could get specifically like who your bias was. So
Yeah.
I even took some of my freebies and was handing them out when we were up there. And then honestly, the next, like we went down to the room because it was getting kind of cold. So we went down to the room because they had stopped again and like the lights were all off and everything. And we're laying in bed and the freaking music starts back up again. I was like,
Oh my gosh, how long did
I'm
they
like-
practice for?
till 10.
Like 9 hours.
Oh my god.
They started around 1 o'clock and they went until like 10 o'clock last night or the night before.
They're gonna exhaust themselves. Oh my god.
Mhm.
That's probably why Lino looked jet lagged.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
boy does
bet.
not take flying. He does not take changing time zones very well anyway. Like, I think it affects him more than the rest, it seems like.
I think Hyunjin gets fuel off of live performances because he
Oh,
is
yeah.
always ready to go for a live performance.
Yeah.
Like a jumping rabbit. Always like bouncing with energy.
Yeah. Hyunjin lives for live performance. He loves to see stays. He loves to see stays. Well, they all
Hyunjin
do,
was
but
definitely
I
in
think
his element.
I think Hyunjin
Sunman.
really powers his battery pack with stays in front of him.
Especially him jumping off the stage and like being up against the barricade. Like he lives for them all feelings in love.
Yep.
Which is funny since he
Because
was
everybody's
not
hands were all
like
over him.
it's funny because he never was originally gonna be an idol to begin with. Like it so happens that they scouted him. So the fact that he's one of them, I was like, he found so much love from that is hilarious.
Well, I think a
love
lot of that
him
changed
so much
after
that he gives off
after
such fuckboy
the-
energy.
yeah. I think he changed a lot after his time off. And he found out how much stays still supported him and loved him. And I think that really settled in with him. So, but he's also the type that when he retires, he's going to like go off grid. Like he wants to go off grid. He just wants to be done.
I mean,
I-
I don't blame him.
I don't either. I'm like that
Like-
every day.
Yeah. same. So, Like, are they baby stays in the chat? Like, are y'all baby stays? Or like, how long have y'all been a stay?
I know one is from California and one is from Spain. And yeah, I'd
Did
like to know if
anybody
there's
see the live on TikTok yesterday?
some did, because I did get messages
Okay.
asking if we were going to go live again and stuff at the other venues, and I said yes.
Sure are. Sure are. I feel like
Well, and
when
I
as we're
apologize
doing
to, I was gonna say, I apologize to everyone in the chat. I was planning to go live again, but very much got caught up in the moment and was enjoying my time there.
it was your first
It,
time going to one of their concerts, so
right.
nobody should blame
Right.
you for that whatsoever.
The question we should have asked is, which era did you become a stay? Because 3 years, they push out what, 4 albums a year or something like that. So I
That's
came in
true.
right between Max and it, right before Skizzy Replay dropped with Limbo and all that stuff. That's when I came
And
in.
I think I became a stay right before the Encore Maniac tour.
Okay. So like
I
right around
definitely
5-star? Right around 5-star?
A little bit before that.
Okay. So like May 2023? Does that
Yeah.
sound right? Yeah.
I definitely liked their music
Not in
a
your
little
hair
bit
again.
before Go Live, but Go Live was the one that really set for me.
God's Menu. Yeah.
Well, it was
Kenny
funny
was like
because
so angelic in there.
in all of the different lines, like we were chatting with a whole bunch of other stay, and we were asking, like, when did you become a stay? And so many of them were like, God's Menu on TikTok. You heard Felix's voice, and that was the end of it.
See, I heard Backdoor with Hyunjin is what brought me in, and then right after that I heard Felix and Maniac, and I was like, whoa, where did that voice come from? Because I'd already looked these boys, I'd already started falling down that rabbit hole. I was like, none of these boys look like that voice came out of them. So the fact that one of the smallest boys is the one with this deep voice coming out was just, it was
What's
amazing.
funny is I only heard Felix's
No
voice
easy.
based off of one of those like for those who don't think Korean, like for those who think Koreans' voices are too high or just high voice and stuff like that. Like here are the Korean idols that have deeper voices. And so
Yeah.
like Felix was definitely one of them.
Yeah. That is such a stupid like stereotype. I mean,
Because like
I
I don't really from most of the idols, like not a lot of them have like high pitched voices. Like a lot of them have like man voices. Like
and they can
normally.
sing higher notes, but that doesn't mean their voice is high.
Yeah.
I mean, they just have a really good range.
Yeah, look at Channy. I mean, honestly, even look at Felix.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Felix
Felix has got a
surprises me
monster
every time.
range.
I know, like he
Yeah.
surprises, and you know for a
You'll
fact this
listen
boy
to something,
practices.
yeah, and you think it's like Lino or something, then you look and it's Felix, and it's like, oh, okay. So
Was it Walking on Water that people thought that it was Chan and it was actually Felix, and they said it was actually Felix.
I know they did with Stray Kids. He starts out Stray Kids, and everybody thought it was somebody different.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
But got to hear him actually sing that live last night, and that was, you still like, even to watch it live, you can't believe that that's actually coming from him.
Yeah, like from how deep his voice can go, and then like what the fuck, like when it.
Yeah, he has
But
a serious range.
I'm glad that they're allowing him to play with that more, as opposed to him just being like the token deep voice.
Yeah, the boxed in.
Yeah.
I don't understand people saying they look like girls either, because I'm sorry, I'm around a lot of girls and none of them really look that good.
Okay, first
look
off,
that
Felix
good.
a little bit, but the others, let's be for real. Felix
That's
is definitely
But
past.
Felix is so androgynous. But if he's got black hair, he does not look like a girl. It's
No,
only when he has
just
blonde hair.
ethereal.
blonde. He has blonde.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
just ethereal. He is
Yes.
without gender. He is without. Yeah,
For
he
real,
is
though. For real.
all things. He is all things.
He's just, I mean, all 8 of the boys are just absolutely beautiful. They did not lack for visuals in that group at all.
The thing I
They
love about them
definitely-
being on U.S. soil, though, is especially for a sound check, we're seeing their natural skin color. They're not being whitewashed. And like
I hate
Han,
the whitewashing stuff.
Han has the most beautiful honey skin. When I got to see him in sound check and he came right to the very end of the stage, like he is just absolutely gorgeous. And he's so cheeky when he is performing live. Like
He
everything is
has-
tongue in cheek, everything. He's got that smirk, that sly, like, yeah, I know I'm the shit the entire time that he is on stage.
He has really, really came out of his shell since he moved in with Lino.
This is a far cry from
5-star. Oh my God. That was between him and Chan. I swear, I was like super worried for both those boys because they
A
were
lot
not.
has happened around that time.
Yeah, a lot.
happened.
well, now
Within,
Stage
like,
needs
that,
to keep their
what,
damn
three-
mouth
three,
shut and
4
stop
months?
pissing off Chance.
Well, they're doing
Bro,
some
that
really
pissed
stupid
me
shit.
off that he went in the chat saying all that. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like,
I knew exactly what
said
they were
something?
talking about because I do the news and I see all the crap. And I'm like, if these fan bases, and it's from the fan bases, it's literally from the Twitter fan bases, you are supposed to be pushing your member, his achievements, pushing the streaming, help us, reach this milestone, blah, blah, blah. But instead, they're using their fan base to basically
Bash.
bully JYPE, even though they have no sense. It's like, okay, so
Okay.
how many times did you go into your parents' boss's office and start chewing their ass because you think they should be treated different?
Oh, whoa. Did y'all see
What?
that? I like changed
What
sides.
happened?
I
Yeah.
just rose my hand. Look,
It
see, I
says
have my hand
you
raised.
waved your hand. If somebody
Oh.
quit
It says lower
the
hand.
buttons.
Hold on, let me see. Lower my hand. I'm okay now, you guys. That is so cool. I didn't realize I could do that. I just learned something new. Anyways,
I mean,
okay.
we all rag on JYP.
I was gonna say that.
Well,
I said, okay, so
There's a
those who
difference.
know, yes. And I was like, and if we're being completely honest, like a lot of us really rag on him because of the survival show, but in reality, it's also because he's just silly. He's still
Yeah.
silly. And
yes, he is.
if we're being completely honest here, we wouldn't want anybody else
many
to
knots over
have
here.
the boys under management because they could be in a lot worse situations. Like I feel
Oh,
like
go
They
they
could
have
be
a
under
lot.
SM.
Well, see,
Right?
the thing
And
is,
I'm saying they have a lot of freedom in JYPE.
yeah,
And so like
before Channy went off, I had already seen the stuff that they were starting to put out, and the admins for that particular fan base was literally compiling all of the line distribution and screen time and this and that so that they could throw it at JYPE. And then Chan comes on and basically cusses us all out for being assholes.
And for line
And
distribution, they produce their own music.
They-
They direct their own
They
music.
have an 8-person meeting with every song to decide who sings what. That's
Right.
what I don't. These
I
fan bases are not
know.
listening to their bias. They're
And
not
if
listening
they
because
actually-
he says it all the time.
if they actually listened to them, Lino's not that great with the vocals lyrics, so of course he didn't have a lot of
But
vocal
he's getting better.
Yes, because he wants to start
he started.
practicing more. Just
Mhm.
like Changbin wants to start doing more dancing. Like they all want to start switching it around. Like they
was the
each
other
have a
real
choice
cute
in what.
thing. After Chan introduced the band, he said, "Oh, and we have one more member of the band," and introduces Changbin and tried to get him to do, or he did do like a little solo dance up on stage. Oh my God, it was so cute.
Really?
And he insisted on doing his entire introduction in English. His freaking English is so cute.
I love
it
his
so much.
English. I love his
Yeah,
English.
his
He's
little
such a
tiny
sweetheart.
voice.
He's such a
Um,
sweetheart. I
but
love when he's
as
done.
far as Chan going off, the fact that he only put it in English says
tells you
it's
that he knows exactly
English
what was
speaking
said.
states. So, you know,
I think in parts, so definitely the beginning parts, but he starts to translate towards the bottom parts on certain
But I
things
think
as
that's
well.
after he calmed down. Like when he went off, he took a pause before he started doing it in
so
both.
basically, we need to stop behaving like cases
Like y'all throwing stones
because,
when
Hmm.
like y'all doing the same shit. Like be for real.
right,
Like don't
they
turn
want
this
to bitch
into
about the
them.
things that cases do. And like, I mean, it shouldn't be an inter-fan war. Like we do say stuff about cases, probably shouldn't. But it's like we
But it's
shouldn't be
totally
behaving, but we shouldn't be behaving in the way that we complain about other countries, other fans are doing. We shouldn't be behaving that way.
Yeah. And also like the age thing is kind of becoming an old joke at this point. Like I feel like there's one thing when you're just like joking and saying like, oh, I'm five type of thing.
So,
Okay. But it's when you keep taking it a step too far.
well, what happened with that is like, I don't know that he necessarily minds the joke. It is an old joke, but Twitter stays were going off about Sungmin.
Yeah,
They were
Sungmin.
like attacking Sungmin about it. And it's like, where have you been? If you like these are basic stray lore, stray knowledge. You know, this is stuff that's been going
for
on forever. If
years.
you've seen anything about stray kids, you know that you're half 50 next year. So it's like, come on. He jokes with him
Yeah.
about that all the time. And that's his brother. That's his son. He can do that. You can't. And if you try and attack any member of his team, any of his kids, he's going to come after you. Rightfully
What
so.
is your favorite song? Oh my God.
I have a good amount.
Oh, pretty much all of them.
I know, right?
Cover Me has a deep feeling for Heart and Leave because they wrote it
I like Blind Spot.
typically. Yeah, but all of their like upbeat and stuff. I like it. Man, that song is stuck in my head. I'm like dancing around to nothing about it. But I mean, there's not very many songs. There's only like one song I really don't like
Yeah, I
that
can't
they've
choose a
done.
favorite. I like
Yeah,
North
I
and
don't.
South. Like I love their older songs. Like
I
I
think
literally like
it depends on the mood. Like I have
Yeah,
favorite songs for each kind of emotion. I really had a hard time making myself sit down and listen to Beautiful. I wasn't
that's a
like
cry
in a
song, just like Cover
headspace.
Me and
Yeah, you
yeah,
I
have
I
to
love
be
Am
in a
Beautiful.
You
headspace to,
brings me to tears.
yeah, love stay.
I think it's because I Am You. They went through so much early on that you know their
Mhm.
struggle, and so that song really hits home. But yeah,
Yeah.
I love all of their songs. I mean, I listen. That's pretty
Oh
much all I ever
yeah.
listen to is Stray Kids. It doesn't matter.
That's a good song
I
Oh,
too.
Third Eye is such a good song. So
I
underrated.
It's
love Third
so
Eye.
literally like I was listening to it the other day and it's just so deep. Like the background noise to it. I love how they always throw in like little things that you don't even notice. Okay, first of all, I was actually thinking about this. The Japanese God's Menu version, let me tell you, that one makes me laugh every time. Every time. Every
The
time I
English,
listen to
yes,
it.
sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I'm just like it makes me laugh
The
every
thing
time.
is, whatever their song is in the original version is what I like. But when I hear like the Japanese version of God's Menu or the Korean version of the sound, it just sounds off to me. I mean, I still listen to it, but it just sounds off.
You
But
know what? I'm
yeah.
actually really disappointed because the entire song is in English that they're not doing Super Bowl here.
No.
I don't think they can do Super Bowl. I don't think they have a Korean version of it, do they?
No, they have an English version. Super Bowl is
Yeah.
all in English.
Oh, okay. I get it
Mm.
because there was a part in Super Bowl where they were gonna yell out Bangtan if he sung it. Because he says, hear the crowd call my name. Is that the yeah?
But see,
No, that's in
any
in
any songs they write for a Japanese album, they cannot use outside of Japan unless they like rewrite it. That's why they come out with another version on another album that's done in Korea.
But it was initially released on a Korean album, and then they made a Japanese version
I haven't ever seen it on a
because they
Korean
did the
album.
music video. Super
Okay.
Bowl?
I was a little disappointed they didn't do
Wasn't it on 5-star?
the solos.
Hold
Hold
you're
on.
gonna get me to lying.
I thought Super Bowl was on
Y'all gonna make me go to my
yeah, I
freaking
think that was on
Spotify.
5-star. Let's see.
I don't. We were so stuck on S Class with 5-star. I don't remember many of the other. The Hall of
You
Fame.
know-
I really want to see Hall of Fame in, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Super Bowl is on 5-star. Hall of Fame is too. That's the
Yeah,
one.
that's what I
I know.
thought.
I know Hall of Fame.
I just like
See, now I'm gonna have to go back and look at it because I don't
Because
remember.
it's all in English. And that's why I was like, why wouldn't they perform that in the United States?
19. Oh, I like. Oh,
I like any,
yeah.
What?
any.
You hear my dog
on
barking?
Google.
These
I
cats
don't
are
hear-
surrounding us.
I don't hear your dog barking. Uh,
But what should I call it? Okay, so Fam, I was listening to Fam and I was telling my coworker, I was like, I really like that song because I always find it funny that they do it in like order, like kind of like spin the bottle, like the where the bottle lands, they go next. It's their turn.
mhm.
So like Kenny will introduce Ian and Ian will introduce Sungmin and Sungmin will introduce
Someone
Felix and
introduce
so
it.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always thought that was cute that they would do.
Did y'all see the whole controversy about a tease and Fam?
No.
I do not
Yeah.
know if the beginning of Fam is on the sample list or not, but supposedly one of the songs that Hanjun wrote, they use that same little first tidbit. So they're all screaming, I stole that from Stray Kids. It's like, have you never listened to Chan's Room when he's talking about sampling? Like, come on.
Like they
Additionally,
literally buy a sample and they make it off. They continue off of that. Like, come on, be for
Yeah.
real.
but additionally, Chan, like Stray Kids and ATEEZ are close. Like,
They're
why?
besties.
Right.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Oh, it's
I'm
just
just so sick
once
of all of
again,
the
it's
plagiarism
Twitter
crap.
stays. Now I know that Hyunjin and IN's song was totally and completely stolen, and they gave absolutely no credit to either one of those. Because it wasn't a sample; it was literally the entire song, and it was more like a cover. But they didn't catalog it as a cover.
Oh
So
yeah.
I thought that was a
So-
little BS.
Which two albums did you get? And also, yeah, we like other K-pop groups. We don't stand them
just
as
don't buy
hard as
money
we
on 'em.
would. Yeah.
We're broke from
stand
the
them, just
8
not
kids
fine.
of child support.
We just don't
Right.
stand them financially.
Yeah, I do listen to other groups. I enjoy other
Like,
groups. I've even started getting into the newer girl groups, the Fifth Gym, because like Baby Monster and stuff, they don't use those really, really high pitched voices that sound like a
I
dog
only
whistle
like
to
one
me.
of their songs, Baby Monsters. I only like one of their songs. I
Gnarly
do.
is like such a brainworm.
What?
It is
That was-
Gnarly
Yeah.
from Cat's Eye.
Gang,
It is
gang,
like such a
gang.
Oh.
brainworm. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the dance too.
Collision.
It makes me want to
Yeah.
start to dance to it. Yeah. That's what sucks. Y'all had to stand in line the whole time, right? So they didn't have like those type of events where you got to go and start dancing.
Like dance
Well,
offs and stuff.
I mean, to be honest, if you were VIP, once you checked in,
Eight
you
and
could
Hop,
go and
the
do
newest
whatever you
ones.
wanted to do. So a lot of people then went and stood in line for the VIP merch. And it was just lines after lines after lines. And I think had this been set up a little bit better, there would have been more opportunity for that and for stuff like that.
I do like
I
Bing
think
Bang.
I had heard that because their signage was so bad, it was only like up at the beginning, that so many people had to like go back through a different line because
Yeah.
they didn't know which line they were supposed to be in, and there was nobody
So-
to ask. And I'm just that's all conjecture. It's just what I'm getting off of TikTok and stuff. But hopefully the other venues will be better.
I hope because VIP Nation is the one who is doing this, doing all of the locations. So I
Live
hope that
Nation,
they
yeah.
get their shit together because
Yeah.
they had one table and my friend that I was with, when she gave her ID to check in, they literally threw her ID back at her. And it was like, what was the reason?
Why?
What was
What was the
Probably
reason?
Probably because somebody else in the line in front of you was being an asshole.
But
You know,
where
one
you saw
asshole
all the
pisses a
videos-
lot of people off.
where you saw all the videos of people lining up for merch, like early merch sales the day before. So there were two separate merch lines. That was like general merch, and then there was another VIP merch.
But
But
wasn't it the same
Either
stuff?
way, it was the same exact stuff, but the VIP merch was supposed to be that you would have your own merch line, so you wouldn't have to wait in the
Right.
big
Okay,
line.
but you have
Well,
a
I had
giant
heard
line
John.
anyway.
I had heard they started selling merch at like 10 o'clock the day before.
Yeah, they went from like 10 to 6 or something like that. Or 10 to 4, 10 to 6. I don't know, whatever. So there
I
was a
think
huge line the day before, and there was a huge line the day up. And then once we didn't realize that then there were going to be additional merch stands inside. But every
What are you
single
doing?
merch line was lined up from start to finish. There was merch lines lined up before the concert started, and they were there at least halfway through the concert, still waiting to buy merch.
Are you serious?
Like you missed
I
half
am
of
not
the concert.
missing the performance
Right.
to buy merch.
And
I'm
the only
not.
time I went to the bathroom one time, and that was when it was just the dancers doing like the medley. Because they do like the dance medley. And
Yeah.
that's when I ran to the bathroom. That was the one and only time that I went to the bathroom. Because I was like, I am not missing a second. But
That's why I'm taking
Yeah.
adult diapers.
it was just an absolute cluster. And then lining up for Pit. So Pit got numbered bracelets. So your number was supposed to be in the order that you came in. Well, that ended up not actually happening, and people were just getting random numbers. Well, then they expected the fans to line themselves up by number.
That ain't gonna happen.
What the
And
fuck?
then people were getting crowded and people were getting pushed, and then they were yelling at everybody to back up. And that's like the pictures and the videos that I sent yesterday. We were all it was supposed to be 4 lines: pit 1, pit 2, pit 3, and C. And instead, it was just one great big cluster because
I
while
was
they
literally
had-
saying that. I was like, what?
while they had people in the line for check-in with bullhorns telling everybody, you know, this is the size bag that you have to have. You can't come in if you don't have the right bag. They're going to make you throw stuff away, blah, blah, blah. They had nobody out there in the lines to line up to try and help navigate everything. And then we get some asshat out there with a microphone and a speaker preaching to us, which almost started a fight because there was like 8 stay around him, like, you know, you're wrong. What are you doing? I, of course, am yelling all hail Stray Kids. All hail Father
All hail
Stan, all hail
Strickland.
Mother Lino. And some girl is like pushing through the crowd and she goes, excuse me, I gotta go yell at the Jesus man. So everybody was like cussing this dude out. And
Yeah,
he
time
was
and
just
place.
being,
I guarantee you he's turning more people off that might have had an interest than if he had
so
just left it
whenever he
alone.
would say, he's like, you have neighbors in your line that don't accept God as their savior? And do you want to end up in the fiery pits of hell? And everybody starts going, he's
Sir,
like, I can't
sir,
believe that. I can't
with
believe
my
that."
actions and my thoughts, I will end up there anyways.
Right. So it's like, sir, I will meet you there.
At least I'll be warm and in good company.
Right.
Fuck, I don't like the heat.
I don't either. I get super hot all the time.
I know,
Which is
same.
funny. I'm wearing a sweatshirt in my basement, but
It's a dry
I've been
heat.
I've been chilled. Yeah.
I'm literally in just a shirt.
Hey, at least you're not in just a bra like you normally are.
That's because I'm not wearing one.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, it's one or the other. I can't do both. I
Yeah, I
can't do
know.
both.
Well, hopefully Arlington will be better. We will.
I just
We
hope
will
that they
see.
have learned from this and will make
It's going to
better
be different
choices.
staff. It's
It'll
going to
be
be different staff.
but they need to divide their staff appropriately.
Signage.
Or
Yeah.
maybe they
Signage
should
is a
have
huge
like
thing.
they should have like ropes as well to actually keep the lines divided instead of just assuming that people are going to line up, because they have to understand, like, one, you got those crazy people. Two, you got teenagers in there probably. Like,
So we were supposed to line up at 3 or 3:30, and then the doors were supposed to open at 4. Well, it was like 20 after 4, and they still hadn't started actually letting people in. And so they finally took pit 1 and pit 2 inside, and they were trying to line them up then inside. Left pit 3 and seated outside. And here's the other issue is they only had one entrance, where if they would have divided it up, there were multiple entrances into the venue. So you could have sent pit 1 and pit 2 to one entrance, pit 3 and seated to another entrance, and there would have been metal detectors at each entrance. Instead, you're trying to fit how many thousands of people through 2 metal detectors? 2. It's like, you obviously had no idea. You knew how many people were going to be coming, but you obviously had no idea how to manage this kind of a crowd.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there was also a soccer game next door at Lumen
Yeah, I
Field,
heard it was a
and
total.
there was also then a concert after the soccer game at Lumen Field.
what concert?
But it was a different group. It was some Dead is Dead. I don't know. It was a Canadian band. But it was like, if you are able to manage, and obviously the other ones weren't managed by Live Nation, but it's like, you want how much freaking money for tickets to get into these things, and especially for a VIP experience.
Bro, don't piss me off with that, because for reals, VIP,
We paid
like,
a lot of money for VIP.
when
And I
all
love
we
the
do is
boys,
get
don't get me
sidetracked.
wrong, but we got 3 songs. Your VIP sound check is 3 songs.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay, so I paid just as much as our tickets to this other concert that we're going to, me and Amethyst. You know, the Descendants and Zombies or whatever, the Disney movies.
Yeah.
And I got us VIP, and they had a few different types of VIP. Like they had Ultimate Diamond and Super or Supreme or whatever. And so I got her the Diamond Pass, and that gets her like some VIP merch. That gets her sound check. That gets her a Q&A, so she gets to like ask them questions if she wanted to, and a meet and greet. So I'm just like,
I mean, It's, I would imagine it's got to be very difficult to do a meet and greet, especially when you've got 45,000 people coming to
But we
events.
still could have had a send off. Japan does it
We
all
could
the
have had a
time.
send off. Yeah, we could
No,
have had
for
a send off.
real.
We could have had, I'm not expecting the boys to come out and put a full on show before they have a concert. But if you're going to have VIP merch, why wouldn't you have like one or two items that are specific to the VIP that would only be offered to them at the concert?
Now, this is what I've learned. There's a difference between Live Nation and Live Nation K-pop. The Live Nation K-pop that's putting this on should already know what it's going to be like. You know what I'm saying? Don't call yourself K-pop if you have no idea what K-pop is about.
Yeah, but they are contracting people to work these events. They're
I know.
not, so they're either contracting people that have zero clue what they're doing or zero management ability over the event in and of itself, or both.
Because see,
Because
like
it's like-
Seattle got the fan project. Arlington got nixed for everything. We don't even get banners.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Not even the banners.
Nope, no banners, no fan project. The only thing we can do is print out those little monster hearts in 5x5s, and that's all we can take in.
What the fuck? I
Well,
I
are
still
they
have my
doing the
banner
red
from the
light?
last concert I went to.
Are they doing
Yeah,
the red light
because-
project?
Yeah.
What?
The red light
The
project.
red light project.
We are
basically-
doing some kind of a light project. I would have to look at it again.
It's a worldwide a world tour thing, red light project where
With the red lights.
when Stray Kids starts playing, they're gonna
Yeah.
turn everything red.
Yeah.
So if you want to participate, because they do have some people that are handing the red lights out. But I got to see what they work. I wasn't able to get one.
Yeah, they're
but
just the little finger light things.
yeah, I was gonna say if you want for the show, you can purchase one
Girl.
to take with you, or even take some to hand out.
Dude, I've got 2
That
light
could be a
sticks.
freebie in and of itself.
Yeah.
I have a big light
And I
stick and a
definitely
baby light
would
stick.
take your version 2. If
I'm
you
not
have
going
a
to get my
version
baby one in.
I would definitely take your version 2 because it automatically.
I'm going to take my version 1 and version 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way if one dies, we still have the other. Are we allowed to take batteries in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's
That, and I'll have to find out where I'll have to get the information. Sarah bought the rechargeable batteries and
Oh,
with a
I've
full
seen that
charge,
on
made it the whole way
TikTok,
through
I
the
think.
show.
I've seen that on TikTok where you can buy like a battery pack for the light sticks
Yeah.
instead of. Yeah.
But I'll have to find specifically where she got hers because it was good. It lasted the whole way through the show.
If I wasn't spending so much money in Japan, I could probably afford that, but they've had some really good auctions lately.
Oh, hold on. I think I got a package from Japan. I didn't really take a look at it. Let me take a look at it.
Yeah,
Where
they
did
had a really good thing of auctions this week, and my next box from Japan's gonna be Monster.
Wow.
And it's not even gonna have albums in it.
Listen. About from Japan. Let's see which one this is.
Did you get albums in it?
It might be the top and it's from 20%.
Okay, question. Because I got the all-in deck of cards that's like super, super rare. It's
Mhm.
brand new, still packaged with the cellophane. I don't know whether to open it or not.
Oh, it's 'cause-
I don't think I
mean,
would.
It would be.
I would leave
I want
it.
to see what's inside of it, but at the same time, I don't want to open it because it is. I mean, I found another one, but it's like $60. That does not look like PCs.
Oh, that's PC.
Is it your cassettes?
The cassette? Yeah.
Yes, your cassettes.
Oh, look at that. One of them is an unsealed cassette, and the other one is a sealed.
Yeah, I think
That's what I'm
I
saying,
think
like,
both
they
of mine
had,
were
like,
unsealed, but there was several of them, and I chose to go for the cheap one. So
I
so
keep
I
seeing
I
stuff
got it
that like
unsealed.
actual cassettes are coming back.
I know, because Hannah had cassettes in the last two albums, I think, of hers. I can't
I want
believe
to
they're
get the
coming
Stray
back.
Kids
It's like now I've got to go dig my freaking cassette player out.
look
No,
at that, look at
I
that.
wouldn't. I won't ever play them. Yeah, I know. I got mine too. Is that the one that's sealed or is it the top?
The top is the one that's sealed. Look at that. Look at that. Man.
Yep. I have completed my album collection. It is amazing. And eventually it'll all be
Oh,
in one place. Yeah, it comes with the
cute.
foldable thing. I know. They're
Yeah,
hotties.
sure are. Sure are. Oh, I love that era for him.
Which one? For Channy?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at
Oh, I know. He is
yeah, look
cutie
at it.
cutie.
Oh,
That is like Levanter era.
I will say that since Chan's hair is getting longer, he has no idea what to do with it.
Oh, well, he's got that natural curl. So he said something
But he
about
keeps
tying his hair
straightening
back,
it.
but he doesn't know how.
But he keeps straightening it. He's not just letting
It's
it be
like
curly.
it's like ask Felix or Hyunjin how to tie
Right.
their hair back.
there you go.
Because both of those boys know how.
I
Yeah,
Well,
know.
he posted that, and I put in the comments, I was like, what about pigtails? Everybody else has got them.
Yeah, that'd be
Star
cute.
Star Wars buns.
Yeah.
I think my
Okay,
hair's
right.
my hair may be too short to do that now because she cut like 7 inches off of it. So
Oh my God, my battery's about to die.
do you not have a charger?
I do, but I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to sit.
Yeah, because we'll
So
switch over.
I might hop off,
There
try
you
and
go. Look
find
at
a
that.
bathroom and find somewhere
Okay.
to sit.
Okay.
And I'll see you guys on TikTok then.
Alrighty.
Okay. This is so cute.
Yes, me and Miss Stray Cloud over here buys a lot of stuff from Japan.
I know. I'm trying to be better as of this moment.
Yeah, I'm
But
not even going to get on the app anymore because I spent way too much money this week.
yeah, because I'm just like, I need to save money.
Well, I did get my New York paid for. I still haven't bought my ticket, but ticket prices there are starting to come down because it's getting close. So I'm
Oh
still
yeah.
kind of holding
Oh,
out.
gross. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that handsome man.
Chomp.
Oh, oh, look at that. Oh, they so handsome.
Mm-hmm. Top was a good error for them too.
Yeah, definitely. Like, oh.
Got the blonde honey.
I know, I was gonna say that even looked like Hana at first. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm. I love that undercut on Felix though. The three boys I've seen with an undercut look amazing in it.
But there we go. So I'm glad I got one of the most expensive ones out of the way.
Yeah,
Finally. Yep.
those were my more the cassettes were the most expensive albums I bought. No. A Miro limited Felix page I paid over $100 for. But that was when I was
Oh,
a baby stay and I
oh,
hadn't seen Japan yet. You know, once I saw Japan, it was all over. So,
okay. I was I got the least expensive of the limited just because like I just wanted to have a limited to complete the
mhm.
set. I didn't need all of them in limited.
But that was before we knew that there were 8 different versions.
Yeah. So I have
That was a teaching moment.
the limited one from Miro that I have is Linos.
I
Linos
have all 8. Oh wait,
for
no. I don't have that many limiteds. I just in general as Miro, I have all 8 members,
yeah, I
but
have
it's
all
not
8 members.
necessarily in limited. Yeah.
I have all
'Cause
8 members for Miro, I am
Yellowwood,
you, Yellowwood.
Levanter, I am
Yeah.
you, I am who, and I am not.
Yeah, I have all
Yep.
of the versions. Of the versions.
Yep.
the other ones that I save for last are just like the cheap ones I can easily get. Like I think I need a couple of um the
The
jewel
solo
cases.
ones, right?
Yeah, the jewel cases
Yeah.
for um one of those. I can't remember which ones. But it don't matter. Those ones are easy. I'm probably gonna have to go through my collection again just to double check everything to make sure I have everything.
I know
Um,
I need to too, because I think when I was putting them in my case, I think I was missing some. I don't know if they got mixed in with my sale albums or what. So I need to go through it and make sure I have them before I sell it. And then I have to go scouge around Japan again to find to find a replacement.
if we're gonna end up going to Japan next year, like we do 1 week in Korea, 1 week in Japan.
Well, I was thinking, why don't we fly into Korea and then fly out of Japan? Because Japan is only like
That's
$500
what
to
I was
fly out of.
saying. That's what I
Yeah,
was saying. So like if we do 1 week in Korea and then go to Japan the next week,
sounds good.
yeah, and then we'll fly out of Japan. So that way we can explore both types. Because I mean, I don't really need to explore Korea too much since I was already in Korea for a whole
I
month.
really, really am trying to find a time when the cherry blossoms have bloomed, but at the
I
same
think that's in
point,
July
no, it's like
and March.
March-ish. But at the same time, I know that the boys usually have fan signs and stuff in February. So I don't know.
I definitely want to be able to do February because that's around the time that Amethyst is still in school. Like
Yeah.
if it's in the summer, then it's
I don't think I'll have enough money built up by then because I've
yeah,
got to pay for my course and
definitely not.
I want to take a couple of add-ons with it. So you're looking at over 2 grand there. And I think I don't know that I can take them at the same time or if they're like back to
Mhm.
back to back. You can take
They're
them at the same time.
no, they're back to back to back. So you finish one course and then the next one starts, and then after
See,
that
and
course,
I don't think I'll be finished with all my courses by February. So
yeah. Yeah, I think they do that because it's already, especially if you do the full time where you get all everything done within 4 weeks of that course, then you'll be able to finish. Mine was an 11-week course because I did part
yeah,
time. But if you do full time, you'll be able to get it done within 4 weeks. The first
I
course.
if I'm working too, I just don't know that I can do full time.
Yeah, that's the issue there.
Because see that's coming right into that Halloween and Christmas time, and you know how my life is around those.
Yeah.
Like I start putting Halloween out on Labor Day weekend in September, so
And
my
so
new
that's why I
neighbors
was
are
like,
so gonna love me.
but the specialty courses, they're only 2 weeks long. They're not
Oh,
a
like
full
the
11 days.
business and stuff. Okay, that
Yeah,
sounds
so the
better then.
yeah. So it's not 11 weeks for each time for
Well, and
each
the
one.
thing is, if I'm teaching high school, then I have more downtime because elementary, you are like on your toes from 8 o'clock until 3:30. You know what I mean? Because you're just like this.
Yeah.
Where high school, they're either sleeping and we're watching a video or they're doing something on their Chromebooks. And so I can sit there and do my courses while I'm
Yeah,
babysitting,
exactly.
basically.
Especially since technically you don't have to do the full courses. So the way it works is they give you an assignment for the week and you just complete those assignments. That's it.
And you have like a deadline, like you have to have it all turned in by midnight, blah, 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 or whatever.
Yeah, like you have a week to complete it.
That's like when you take course on college courses online. They
And
give
it's like
you a syllabus, but everything has to be turned in at a certain time. And so you have that whole week to work on whatever it is.
and it's like three assignments with that 1 week. So you have to take a quiz and pass that quiz. You can't get one wrong. You have to get 100% on that quiz. But it's easy because you get 5 attempts. So it's very easy. You can easily get 100. Um oh, hello. Lower the hand, girl. Lower the hand.
Why are you
Um
raising your hand?
listen, I was playing around with it and it's never worked before, and now it just decides it wants to play. Whatevs. And then you have your peer participation grade, which is basically they'll give you an assignment and you have to post in a peer forum where all of y'all will get to see each other's like responses to that assignments. So like one of the assignments was the first assignment that I had was how would you introduce like rules and stuff, like what would your introduction be for the first day of school? Like would you have rules? Would you start off with like a get to know you game? Like what would you do type of thing? So we would
All
post
of
it
the
and you would
above.
see different, yeah. You would show different, you'll see the different responses to that. And then the third assignment would be a written assignment. So basically they'll give you a topic and you'll have to write an assignment based off of that. Or you have, okay, go, I'll go, 1 second. And then
Mommy,
you'll have
I mean, I want more of
strawberries? No,
okay.
okay.
But can I have more sugar?
Oh, let's see. We have we also, some of the assignments, like one of them was halfway through was how to build a partial lesson plan.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's week 4. And then week 7, you build a full lesson plan. And then like week 9 or 10, one of those, you go back and you pick your lesson plan that you already made and you revise it and said what you would have done based off of what you learned after you made those lesson plans type of thing. So it gets pretty easy. And you also get set 2 attempts for your assignments as well. So like if you don't do a good job on that assignment, your teacher will go over it and be like, okay, here's the feedback I have for you for your assignments. Just take that feedback, revise it, and then turn it back in. And there was a few times where I just was stumped. I did not know how I could revise that assignment. So I emailed the teacher and I was like, hey, I really confused about this subject. I don't really like fully grasp it. Is there any way you can give me a little more pointers? So she was just like, well, I really like this point right here, but I would switch this around the way here. Or, you know, it seems like you kind of flip these lessons around. Why don't you switch those lessons to right here, like type of thing. So she was very helpful in that too. So it's not like it's not like it's very hard to fail. And like it's only hard to fail if you don't put
do
any
anything.
effort into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't put any effort, but it gives you a lot of chances to be able to pass.
Okay, so in our comment section, if you're still here, say something. Because this is usually about the time we jump over to TikTok and do a live over there.
Yeah.
Right after our bathroom break.
Right. Ugh, ugh. The salt settled at the bottom. Got me there.
I don't know that anybody's in here, hon.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Okay, then I guess a 5-minute recess. Before we switch over to TikTok.
Bathroom break, and then we're gonna hop over to TikTok. If you see this, we go live on the TikTok. I start with the Stay In podcast on TikTok, and the others join in. So, and if you want to join in there, just send an invite.
Yeah.
So, anyway, see ya.